Okay, so today we're going to talk about the open to closed, back to open roll. This is designed for the New York State School Music Association, better known as N.Y.S.S.M.A to most people. It is for levels 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 all state. They ask that you be able to play this for each one of those levels. So before I even start, we're going to go over some really quick things that you would need to know to execute this roll properly. 1, good pair of drumsticks. That's a gimme. If you walk in with 2 different drumsticks to get an even sound is going to be kind of rough. If you walk in with a pair of drumsticks that have been eaten up by your drum set because you've used them for the last few years on it, and your beads and your shanks are all chewed up, the chances of you getting an even sounding roll will be kind of difficult. Okay, another thing is we want to have a decent drum for this. Okay, yes, there's usually drums at the N.Y.S.S.M.A solo site, but you may be better off bringing your own drum, tuning it to the feel that you like the best, okay, and taking some time to do that, because you could spend hours and hours and hours and hours working on your drum roll on a pad or on a different drum, and then when you walk into the room with the judge, you have a drum that has a totally different feel. So you may want to think about bringing your own drum and tuning it the way you want. When you execute the roll, the buzz portion of the roll, okay, which is the center portion, should not go by the rim. Okay, we're looking for control from near center head, not off center here. We all know we get a better buzz over here, but this is what we're looking for. Okay, we're looking for a near center control. Okay, there's 3 basic strokes that we're looking for. One is the control stroke, where you control each stroke. Okay? The next stroke that's used in the long roll is the free stroke, where you throw the stick down once and you get 2 taps. And the next stroke that's used is the buzz stroke, or the buzz roll, where you get a multiple bounce roll from each stick. Besides being able to do each one of those techniques, we're looking for the transition between each technique, that you can transition from the control stroke down to the free stroke, and then from the free stroke to the buzz stroke. So we want to try to do something like this. We're going to start off with 2 strokes with the right hand, 2 strokes with the left hand, both sticks in the up position if you can. Okay? Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. We're slowly going to increase our speed, and as we increase our speed, of course, we have to drop our stick heights until we get to the free stroke. We're going to take that free stroke and get it down as low as we can without hiccuping or throwing the beat off or spacing things differently. From that free stroke at a rapid pace, we increase the pressure on our sticks and the speed and get the buzz stroke. Now, after holding that out for a few seconds, we have to reverse the whole process the same way that we came in. There is no rush for this. You're not timed. We're looking for that you can execute the roll properly. So take your time. Watch your stick heights. Use your ears. Use the tension in your hands. Feel the different tensions that you need to learn. And take your time when you execute this open to closed, open roll. And And there it is. Now, some quick ways to, well, I'm sorry, there is no quick way. That's not really the truth. But here's some exercises that you can practice at home on your pad or on your snare drum that will help you make this roll better. If you're doing a level 3, 4, 5, 6, or 6 all state, you most likely did a level 1 and 2, and you know what a closed roll is, or their long roll is for level 1 and 2. That's where I start all my students when I teach this. We start off with that long roll because that's where you know. And what I'm looking for you to do is to raise your stick heights. As you raise your stick heights, you loosen up the tension in your hand. And there should only be a little bit of tension. Okay, just more of a squeeze than having the stick bounce on it all. Then I want you to go back down to that buzz roll. And when you get back down to that buzz roll, you go a little faster, and you're slightly increasing the tension on your hands, on your fingers, and not even on your hands. And then back off again. Each time you back off, try to get your stick heights higher, and the sticks into a more free stroke levels, and then speed it back up. This is the spot that most people have problems on. Getting from that free stroke into the buzz without, let's say, hiccuping, where we miss a beat or it's uneven. When you get it to the point where you've gotten your sticks to the height where you can get that free stroke and you feel you're ready to grab them and do that control stroke, I want you to stop and then go back, shake your hands out, and start from the control stroke and try to get to the free stroke. So what we're doing is we're working it from both ends and meeting it in the center. Okay, that's what we're trying to do. Okay, so then go back and do some of these nice controlled strokes. All you need to do is lower your stick heights. And as soon as you lower your stick heights, you should get that stick to bounce. Okay, so it takes a few times. It takes a lot of times. Don't give up. Keep practicing that. Practice the roll by itself. Excuse me, practice the closed roll by itself. Take one hand at a time. Buzz it. Do it for a minute at a time. Then go to the next hand. Do that for a minute. Now I'm into traditional style here, so I just hop right into that. And then work your roll. Work your double stroke roll. Open double stroke roll on its own. Take one hand at a time. Work the double stroke. Make sure you do a nice free stroke. Most people can do the control stroke without a problem. Free stroke. Work that. If you're not able to do a free stroke, you got to practice that. Work your left hand. Do different speeds, different stick heights. Daily. One day go slow. The next day go a little bit faster. Use your metronome if you have to chart your progress. 4 at a time. Too many of that one. And try going them back and forth. You need to really rip this apart. If you're going to sit there every day and go open and you're not executing the technique properly, you're kind of spending a lot of time practicing things incorrectly. And if you practice incorrectly at home, you're most likely going to be performing it incorrectly when you do it in front of a judge. So rip it apart, dissect it, work on sections at a time, and then take those sections and slowly put them together. It won't happen overnight. You need to spend some time practicing it. Okay, that's the open to close roll for those N.Y.S.S.M.A levels. I hope I helped. If you need any help, contact me. Have a great time. Bye.